Good afternoon, everybody. This is probably maybe top 3 strangest abandoned places I've been to. Probably, I would say. I mean, I've been to a lot of abandoned places, and it's hard to kind of remember everything, but I would say between the weird abandoned museum for trees and this place that I'm visiting right now, I'd say those are probably the top 2 oddest abandoned things. So, you see the title. You're probably wondering, what is this? So, back in the day, in the 20s and 30s, lots of states, including Louisiana, Mississippi, all the southern states, were having troubles with, massive floods due to hurricanes. Especially, I think in 1927 was a really bad hurricane that caused tons of flooding around Louisiana and Mississippi area. And so some engineers decided they had to figure out a way to see the entire Mississippi River in one area, so they could figure out how to control different levees and stuff to combat some of these, floods that happen. And so they decided to build a replica of the entire Mississippi River as a scale model. Which covers 200 acres, by the way. And they decided to build that so they could experiment with the entire Mississippi River model in different areas and kind of control floods. At least, because, back then, obviously, there's no... Computers were not even a blink of an eye. They weren't even close to existing. And so they had to figure out another way to see this entire Mississippi River. So yeah, they built this scale model of the entire river. It was only in operation from 1949 to 1973, as far as I know. So not that very long, but I think it helped out in their quest of figuring out how to control floods. I'm checking out this abandoned scale model of a river. It's bizarre, it's weird, but it's interesting. There's a couple buildings here as well that are abandoned. So we're just gonna check the whole thing out, and yeah, it's exciting and odd at the same time. So I believe the scale model is somewhere back in this forest. So I'll tour around some of these buildings first, and then work my way over there. But there's a couple random buildings. I think this might have been maybe one of the old kind of pump stations, because they did have like replica rivers in this model. So they pumped water over to the model. So this might have been one of those pump stations or something. This place looks like someone demolished it trying to find copper. Look at this. I don't know, guys. I don't know what this building was for. Like if you were at a bar, you're sitting at a bar, just add bar stools. That's what this looks like. But that doesn't make sense. I'm guessing this was part of it, you know, part of the river model that was used with it. I just don't know why. Okay, I found the river model. I'm gonna go up on this little bridge type thing so you can get a better kind of view. This is crazy. Like I said, I've never ever heard or seen anything like this ever in my life. So obviously this is all the Mississippi River that they just they even have little bridges that kind of match what, you know, where the bridge is in real life. And then there's piles and piles of this random stuff. I don't know what that is. Like I said, guys, this is just a small fraction of the model. Like I said, there was 200 acres of this. It's insane. It's truly a work of art. I mean, keep in mind, guys, this is not like 2018 they decided to build this. You know, they built this in 1949, which to me is pretty spectacular when you think about it. I don't know, this stuff looks like metal sort of conduit, like you would put, I don't know, on shelving or house, you know, or in a house or something. It's weird, huh? But like I said, guys, they really did try to match this to real life. So they even put like these little bridges where there would be a bridge, you know, wherever this was in Mississippi River. There's really a bridge in this exact spot. And, you know, just the way that they built this, like this is like as exact as you can get to what the river actually looks like, which is even more amazing. Like the topography of the real life versus this model, they did their very best at making it look exactly like it would be in real life. That's cool. I was hoping the sign would say something. It's so faded I can't even tell. And to help make their lives easier when doing different tests and stuff, they labeled different sections of the Mississippi River model. That way they knew which part of the Mississippi River that they were actually dealing with. So they marked kind of different sections with these different numbers. I just think it's fascinating, and really goes to show perseverance really pays off if you put your mind to something. I give huge credit to the engineers and developers of this model. Like I said, they really did make every single detail as realistic and as close to the real Mississippi River as possible. And it's not just a small little thing. Like I said, 200 acres of extremely realistic replica of the river. It blows my mind. And of course nowadays you can just go on Google Maps or some other thing on the internet and figure out whatever you want to figure out. There's a walkway, steps to go down. It's like a little plank. You can go down into this other building. That's very unusual. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that random little abandoned tour. Fun, weird, quirky place for sure. I wasn't sure if I was going to actually upload this or not. I don't know. Some of these abandoned places, it's really hard for me to know if I should really upload it or not, because I do kind of have a higher bar or level that I like to like location wise I like to shoot at, meaning I don't like to just shoot any random abandoned place. Like if I see tons of abandoned stores, homes when I'm driving, and if it doesn't look to be if it looks to be like trash at all or anything like that, I just don't shoot it, or I just don't upload it. It's just because I like to find very random, really, fun explorers for me, and because I know you guys like some of the more unique explorers of abandoned places. So, I don't know, that's just me. Lots of other YouTubers, that film abandoned places, they'll film whatever abandoned place and put it up, and that's fine, that's them. If that's what they want to do, that's no problem. But just for me, when I first started, I didn't really care, what I explored. But now that I've explored a lot of stuff, I guess I'm kind of picky now. And I don't know, maybe that's a bad thing, but to me, I see it as basically I've seen, and I'm sure you've seen, thousands of other abandoned places of, similar places. And if it's just not unique or, big or, I don't know, different, then to me it's like, why should I shoot this when it probably won't get that much attention? So anyway, that's why I decided to come here, because it was that unique. Those of you who have been following my channel for quite some time probably know and can attest to what I'm saying. You've seen a lot of my uploads, and you know that I do find a lot of cool, kind of interesting abandoned places, and they're usually not just the run-of-the-mill type of place either. So anyway, hopefully that makes sense. I just had to ramble, get that out, because a lot of people are like, oh, I should shoot this, or you wonder why I don't post as often as I do. It's because if I posted every 2 days of what I've found, I would run out of things to film or uploads pretty quick, because again, it's just because I don't film every single thing I see that's abandoned. I kind of have a selector, and I kind of see which ones I think are worth it or not. So anyway, just want to get that off my chest. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you're new around here, subscribe, hit that bell button. I do bring lots of cool abandoned places to this channel, so please stay tuned. Lots of great stuff coming up, so I appreciate your time. And until next time, don't forget to live, explore, and travel. All right, guys. See you soon.